Okay, good morning, guys. My name is Venkat. So I'll be taking your DevOps classes. Okay, so let me start the DevOps demo. Okay, so guys, basically DevOps course. Okay, so let me give you the introduction. In software development lifecycle, see, basically in software industry, we'll be having two teams. One is development team and operations team. Development team is nothing but the team which is consisting of developers who write the source code, the programming code, the testing team who write the test cases and perform the testing of source code, the build team who performs the build actions. Okay, all these people comes under development team. Operational team. Operational team is the team which is consisting of the database administrators, IT system admins, network admins, cybersecurity professionals, production support team. All these people comes under operational team. Okay, so the development team is responsible for making the changes to the source code. Okay, what are the client is requesting? If the client is requesting for a new changes in the application, the development team will do those changes into the source code. Okay, and whenever they're doing this source code changes, operational team is responsible for testing that changes in different environments, coordinating with the client, checking whether that new change will work or not in different environments, collecting the logs. All those things will be done by the operations. Okay, now there's a gap. The development team wants to introduce changes frequently, and the operational team doesn't want to do those changes very frequently. Okay, these people doesn't want the changes to happen very frequently in the source code. Okay, so what is happening here? There is a gap between development team and operational team. Okay, so in order to fill up this gap, a new concept was created, which we call it as DevOps. Okay, DevOps. Now DevOps, the dev is taken from development, the ops is taken from operations. Okay, now DevOps engineer is a person who fills up the gap, who bridges the gap between development team and operations team. And how he will do that? He will do that with the help of DevOps tools. Okay, these are some of the DevOps tools which the DevOps engineer is going to work on in order to fill up the gap between the development team and operation team with the help of automation. Okay, so he is responsible for initiating the automation at various stages of software development lifecycle. Okay, the DevOps engineer is responsible for initiating automation checkpoints at various stages of software development. Okay, so these are the some of the tools. What are we going to learn here? We are going to learn Git, Maven, Jenkins, Nagios, Kubernetes, Ansible, AWS, and Docker. These are the important tools which we are going to cover. See, each stage has multiple tools. See, build has two, testing has two, release has two. Different stages have different tools. Not every tool is important. We'll be learning the tools which are important and which are like widely used in the market, currently being used in the market by most of the companies. Okay, understood, right? So what are the tools which we are going to cover? So DevOps engineer is a person who is responsible for filling up the gap between development team and operational team with the help of DevOps tools. He is also responsible for maintaining the DevOps pipeline. DevOps pipeline is nothing but the complete automation is there, right? That automation of software development lifecycle is called as CI/CD pipeline, and that pipeline will be maintained by DevOps engineer. Okay, he will also participate in build and maintaining the servers. Okay, like Jenkins and Nagios servers. Okay, DevOps engineer is going to work with operational team to fix the issues of build issues and diagnose those build issues. Okay, and apart from this, DevOps engineer will also coordinate with the operational team and the engineering team for architecture enhancements. What are the servers are there, right, in the server? What are the servers are there in the project? In order to scale up and scale down and increase the configuration and modify the configuration of those servers, DevOps is going to sit with the engineering teams as well. Okay, so these are some of the important tasks which a DevOps engineer is going to carry out in a day-to-day life. Okay, not all these tasks are, I mean, these tasks are very much common in all the projects, but there is no rule that this task should be there in each and every organization. According to the project requirements, the roles and responsibilities of a DevOps engineer will change according to the client requirement. Okay, so here you should understand few things. DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is not a tool. So a lot of people think that DevOps is a software. No, DevOps is not a software, guys. DevOps is a methodology, or it's a process. Okay, it's a philosophy which is implemented in software development for automating various stages of development life cycle. Okay, it's not a software. Remember that. Cloud computing knowledge is important. Now, a lot of companies are migrating their servers from on-premise servers to cloud servers. Why? Because the cost involved in maintaining the on-premise or physical servers is more when compared to the cloud servers. Okay, so almost all many companies are moving their infrastructure to cloud, and that is why we have to be very good with any one of the cloud platforms. And for that reason, I'm going to teach you AWS, some of the important services which are required for DevOps engineer. Okay, we're going to learn AWS here as well. Now, both freshers and experienced can switch to DevOps. See, some of you guys might have experience in previous domains, like, I mean, some other domains like testing, development, production support, or some other domains you might have experience. And some people might have experience in some other fields, like from banking, telecom, finance, sales, right? If you guys want to switch to DevOps, if you want to enter into IT industry, DevOps will be a very good path for you. Okay, so you guys can switch to DevOps easily. you have, After completion of this course, you can easily get an IT job as a DevOps engineer. All you have to do is, like, practice all these tools very perfectly. The next thing is Linux knowledge. If you have Linux administration and Linux fundamentals knowledge, that will be very good advantage. If you don't have it, don't worry, because we are going to teach you from scratch. Okay, I'll be giving the complete commands list, how those commands are going to be used, when it has to be used, okay, how those commands are going to work. All those things, complete details will be provided to you, okay, in this the coming classes. The next thing is programming knowledge. If you have any knowledge with respect to any programming knowledge like C, Python, anything, okay, Java, that will be a very good advantage. But if you don't have it, don't worry, because as a DevOps engineer, our primary role is to work with the DevOps tools, not with the programming languages. So that will be advantage, but if you don't have it, there is no need to worry. And finally, you can see here a lot of DevOps jobs are available in the market. If you go to naukri.com and if you search for DevOps, you will get number of openings available. Okay, so these are the tools which we are going to cover. We'll start with AWS, introduction to AWS, EC2, auto scaling, and load balancer, VPC, S3. Okay, these are the services which we are going to cover in AWS. We'll go with Linux fundamentals, then Git for source code management, Docker for containerization, Ansible for configuration management, Jenkins for continuous integration, Maven for continuous build purposes. And after these tools, we are going to have a CI/CD project. Okay, a real-time project. You can keep it in your resume, and you can, whenever you are attending the interviews, you can tell them about this project. Okay, once the project is completed, we'll go ahead with CloudWatch, which is for continuous monitoring, Kubernetes for container orchestration program, and Terraform for configuration management again. Okay, so these are the tools which we are going to cover for the next classes. So for these, you will be needing a good laptop or desktop, an AWS account to launch the Linux servers and to practice the DevOps tools, and Putty and PuttyGen application for logging into the Linux servers. Okay, so what I'm going to provide you, I'll be providing you first the theoretical knowledge. Okay, I'll provide you the theoretical knowledge, then I will apply the theory into practicals by launching the servers in AWS, and what are the concept which we have discussed, I'll showcase it to you in the Linux servers. Then the interview question and answers. Immediately once the concept is completed, once the tool is completed, the interview questions related to that particular tool will be shared with you immediately. Okay, so that you can simultaneously prepare for interviews as well. What are the theoretical part I have shared with you? I'll share that theoretical part in a Word document. Okay, I'll provide you the material. You can keep that document. You can keep it for your reference, and whenever you're attending the interviews, you can refer it for quick help. Once the tool is completed, what are the concepts are completed? If you are if you want to test yourself how much you have understood about the tool and all, if you want to understand about what the concept is and all, and if you want to test yourself, I can take a mock assessment as well. Okay, a 15 minutes exam, small exam, so that you can test yourself how much you have understood about that tool and that topic. And finally, at the end of the course, I'm going to give you some 20 resumes, 20 DevOps resumes. You can pick one resume, you can modify it according to your details, and you can upload in the naukri.com. And what are the preparation and tips and tricks, all those things will be provided to you, so that what has to be mentioned in a resume, what should not be mentioned in a resume, all those points will be discussed in the last class. Okay, so our course is going to start from Thursday onwards, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay, Indian Standard Time. If anyone has joined from abroad, please make a note of it. This is Indian Standard Time, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday is off. Okay, all the videos, all the classes will be video recorded. All those recordings will be provided to you in Google Drive. Okay, you can watch those videos in Google Drive whenever you want, but you can't download it. But the documents, the material which I'm providing it to you, that will be also present in this Google Drive. You can download the documents. Okay, these classes will be there for 50 to 55 days based on the holidays and weekends. Okay, yes. So if you guys are having any doubts, you can ask. Guys, this is our second demo. Yesterday was the first demo. Few people have joined. If you guys are interested, and if you want to continue with these classes and all, you can share your mobile numbers in the chat box. I have given you the email address and mobile number of the institute's admin team. You can talk to them. Okay, I have shared the mobile number and email address in the chat box. You can talk to them regarding the fees and other details. Okay, if you guys have any doubts with respect to course or content or the curriculum, please let me know. I'm ready to explain. So all the course details are being updated in a WhatsApp group. Okay, so few students have already registered themselves and their numbers have added into the WhatsApp group, so that quick updates about the course and all, when it is going to start, all those details and the course curriculum, all those details are updated in the WhatsApp group. If you guys are interested, share your WhatsApp number in the chat box. Any doubts, guys? No more doubts? Anyone has any doubts? Okay, guys. So tomorrow will be our final demo, and from Thursday onwards, we are going to start our class at 7 a.m. If you guys are interested, please talk to the management and register yourself, get the meeting link, and you can join the classes. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, guys. And yeah, any other doubts, guys? Anyone has any doubts? Ravindra, Saurabh, Srikanth, any doubts with respect to course? You can ask. Yes, so tomorrow will be the final demo, and after that, from Thursday onwards, as I mentioned earlier, from 7 to 8 we will be having our first class. Okay, thank you so much for joining, guys, and have a good day.